When the petroleum sector as much as sneezes, Nigerians feel the tremor. And retail outlets owned by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited have adjusted the pump price of petrol in Lagos, FCT, and other parts. In Lagos, many NPCL outlets are now selling a liter of the essential commodity for 998 naira, about 150 naira higher than the initial price of 855 naira, with long snake-like queues at NPCL outlets in Abule Egba, U-Turn, Abattoir, and others around the axis, as a sudden increase set motorists and transporters into panic-buying mode. Our filling stations not owned by the NNPC Limited immediately followed suit as they also adjusted their pump prices, with many selling as high as 1,000 naira and 50 plus in many parts of Lagos. In Abuja, the nation's capital, the situation was not in any way different, as NNPCL retail outlets hiked the price of the essential commodity from 897 naira to 1,030. Well, the fresh increase followed the September 2nd increase by the NNPC Limited, when the retail company had hiked the price per litre of petrol from 568 to 855 naira. And the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, has rejected the new increase in petrol pump price, saying it will further deepen poverty in the country. NLC President Comrade Joe Ajaero, in a statement, said it will further deepen poverty as production capacities dip, more jobs lost, with multidimensional negative effect. In light of this, we urge the government to immediately reverse this rate hike, as previous increases did not produce any good result. People only got poorer. He goes on to say, but more fundamentally, the government should be bold enough to tell Nigerians in advance the destination it wants to take the country. As we keep our eyes on the pump prices and the effect it's having on Nigerians, let's head over to the National Assembly, where we understand that the senators asked state and local governments to immediately comply with the Supreme Court judgment, particularly relating to LG accounts and the funds given directly to them. The Senate also resolved to take immediate steps to alter sections of the Constitution to give full autonomy to LG administration in the country. The resolution was announced by the Deputy Senate President, Senator Deepen. Lawmakers, upon reconvening from a closed-door session where the chamber debated attempt by some state governments to circumvent the ruling of the Supreme Court on July the 11th. Take a listen to some of things that played out in the Senate yesterday.
Few of these state governors or state governments continue to manipulate the State House of Assembly to enact laws that require local governments, upon receipt of this federal allocation from federation account, to remit all or majority or substantial part of the allocation to a dedicated account.
Let's tell you that the new Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, Mustafa Bala, has embarked on an inspection visit to some local government council secretariats which were affected by Monday's violence in the state. The inspection took place after a meeting with Chijioke Nwo at the Obiakpo Council, Rumodumaya. He also visited MOA to see the destruction for himself, after which he visited Isiopo in Ikwere local government area as well as Eleme local government. The development comes after reported the political violence, which we saw in the state, resulting into what you've seen, arson and other violent attacks. Let's talk business. The federal government says it has finalized the executive order to implement zero value-added tax and excise duties on pharmaceutical products and medical devices. Disclosing this in a statement, the spokesman of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Alaba Balogun, said finalization of the executive order's harmonized implementation framework has now been cleared for gazetting. He adds that this will ensure that the Federal Inland Revenue Service and the Nigeria Customs Service can provide, or rather proceed, with the implementation of zero VAT and excise duties on pharmaceutical products and medical devices. And outside of the country, Hurricane Milton made landfall on Florida's west coast yesterday, striking a little sooner and farther south than forecast, offering the state a glimmer of hope it might be spared the worst of the anticipated catastrophe. The U.S. National Hurricane Center says the storm made landfall around 8:30 p.m. as a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 195 kilometers per hour near Siesta Key. Siesta Key is a barrier island town of some 4,400 of Sarasota, about 100 kilometers south of Tampa Bay metropolitan area, which is home to more than 3 million people. And let's tell you that all 23 Super Eagles players invited for Nigeria's crucial Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Libya have reported to camp. The final rivals, Sevilla duo Kelechi Iheanacho and Chidera Echike, reached the Super Eagles base in Uyo yesterday, providing a timely boost for caretaker coach Augustine Eguavoen ahead of Friday's match. Nigeria, currently with 4 points from their opening 2 matches, aim to strengthen their position in the qualifiers, and the reverse fixtures is scheduled just 4 days later in Penina, Libya. So all the best to Nigeria's Super Eagles.